Hey guys, this is Kristen from KristenCoaching.com. Thank you so much again for joining me today for this video. As you can probably tell, I'm still getting over my cold, so please bear with me. I might need to cough, take a sip of water, just take care of myself during this video. But I'm going to get through it and power it through it for you guys because I want to talk about this topic especially today. So it has to do with sacrifices in a relationship, and when people try to make a relationship work by joining their lives together, sacrifices absolutely do need to be made. But there are certain sacrifices that should not be happening. I think sometimes people, because they're so, desperate and in love and wanting to make their relationship work so bad, that they do everything that they can to mesh their lives with their partners. That being said, there are negative consequences that can happen if you are sacrificing too much of yourself. And I want to talk about that type of a situation because before you know it, you can be giving up so many things that make who you are as a person that, yes, you're going to have your relationship at the end, but you're not going to be happy and you're not going to be fulfilled. So we're going to talk about those boundaries that you should be having in terms of sacrifices to not make when it comes to a relationship. Yes, we all need to give and take a little bit, absolutely. But there's core foundations of sacrifice that I think really are a no-go when it comes to a relationship. So let's talk about it and explore it and see if any of them are relevant for you, okay? So the first thing that you're never going to want to sacrifice for any relationship, no matter what, is your family and your friends. Now, these, of course, are family and friends that are healthy for you, that you have good relationships with, that make you a better person. We need our family in our lives. We need our best friends in our lives. So any type of a relationship that you're in, and if your partner maybe doesn't want you to hang out with your family as much or your friends as much, or, just trying to isolate you from them, or you feel like, I want my relationship to work so bad that I'm going to take every little last minute and be with my partner instead of making time for my friends and family. That's a no-no. You have to have a balance in life. You have to be with your partner, and you also have to cherish your other relationships as well, because that makes you who you are. That makes you happy. That's your, essentially that your family's your blood. Close friends can be blood too, and it's important to be able to nurture those relationships and tend to them because that is a part of who you are that's made you into the person you are today. So don't sacrifice your family and friends for your relationship. And then the second thing you don't want to sacrifice is basically your independence, okay? We are our own individual selves. We have interests, we have hobbies, we have goals, we have things that we want to do. So if you find yourself being really dependent on your partner and losing your sense of self and not being as independent as you once were, that's not necessarily a good thing. Now, of course, in any relationship, especially when you're a partnership, you want to make sure that you guys are talking about things and making decisions together, especially when it impacts the relationship. Absolutely. And at the same time, you need to have a sense of independence as well. You need to make decisions for yourself that are healthy for you, as long as that's not negatively impacting the relationship. You need to feel free. You need to feel like you're yourself and you're able to do things on your own. So do not sacrifice your level of independence. That's really important. And that goes kind of like what I was saying, the third thing, for your goals and your desires in life. Keep your personal goals. Keep your personal desires. Again, that makes you who you are. Sometimes people can get lost in the relationship and maybe you feel that your partner's goals become yours, which does happen sometimes, and that's okay too. But I think also at the same time, it's really important to have your own set of goals and desires for you. It's just a healthy thing to do, especially if you've had aspirations before the relationship. Keep those there, keep those close by. Again, it's going to make you feel happier and make you feel like you. Don't sacrifice your identity, things that you've enjoyed before the relationship, things that, who you are before the relationship. Keep that you. You are yourself, and you're bringing yourself into your relationship. So if your partner is not going to want to be with you for who you are, then it's not supposed to work out. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be changing 100% of who you are just to mold into to your partner to make the relationship work. Keep your own identity. Know who you are. Be confident about that. Don't lose your sense of self for your relationship, because you're not going to be happy in the long run if you do that. And then the last thing overall is don't sacrifice your happiness. If you're in a relationship and you're realizing that you're just not happy being in it, you're feeling just depressed or regretful, or maybe it wasn't a good decision and you're just feeling really unsure about being in this relationship, well, that's a sign that you might have been sacrificing too much. You want to be happy. You want to be happy before the relationship. You want to be happy in the relationship. So really assess and ask yourself if you are feeling fulfilled and happy. And if you aren't, there are some things that you need to do and alter and change in order for you to get happy again. That's a huge key. So make sure that you're not sacrificing these things for your relationship. I want you to analyze for yourself, ask yourself these hard questions, and if you have sacrificed any of these, figure out a way to get them back into your life, because that's going to be really important for you, for your happiness and your fulfillment. And that's what I want for you guys, okay? So thank you so much for listening. Feel free to comment below, ask me any questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Subscribe to my YouTube page if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time for my next video. Thanks for listening. Bye.